I just thank the Lord I'm finally addressing this today. It's the first time I speak about this. I've been hearing it. It's been mentioned time and time again. But don't pick up this money. Don't pick up the money. Let me tell you that they set traps with money. Not all money are all good money. And sometimes, I would bump into money down, and I'd be like, come on, this is just a coin. Like, what more value will it add than to bring me poverty if it is something has been done? Because my mother shared something with me. She was like, one time some years ago, many years ago, in fact, she says she once she went somewhere, she was in town, so she saw a paper of money, this amount of money in paper. So she said, like, and there were some men, two or three men or group of men seated there, but they seemed not to see the money. But it was so shocking because they were not so far from it. So she took that money quickly, and that money was kind of plenty at the time. I can liken it to how much, but it depends on currency. Yeah. So, but she took that money, and I think it was okay. Let's estimate roughly maybe $2. Yeah, $2 in paper, but it was in rands. So rands, it was 20 rands. In rands, which is quite a lot of money, especially if you were talking about around 2003 to somewhere there, those years. That was plenty of money. You could do a lot with that money. So imagine $2 still back then in 2002. I'm sure it's also so much. Yeah, it's just that I'm trying to accommodate the audience now. That's what I'm saying in dollars. And yeah, you can convert, do your math. So she says from that time, she took that money. And when she came back from that same place, she went somewhere a bit and she came back. Those men were gone. And she says, as much as she did take that money, she began to suffer. She realized that that entire month, financially, she was struggling like crazy. So she was able to realize that it was because of the money she picked up. Not so long, I think maybe it was last month or so. She says like she bumped into this other lady. She was at the mall, and they all saw money again down, and they all looked at the money. And she looked at that woman, and that woman that was scared to take it. And also she was scared that, what if I take it? Maybe I encounter bad luck or something. So they just looked at each other, they laughed it out. We're like, some money, you don't know where they're coming from. I don't want to put poverty on myself. So with this being said, I'm trying to set a thing that money is dangerous. Not all money is just, I'm lucky. You must be careful. Sometimes check, is it worth it? Some people, they have that thing of, that's why sometimes we are warned not just to borrow anybody money and you want it back. Some, they ask money so that when they bring it back, they do something so that when they give you the money, you begin to suffer. Maybe what brings you money, the luck that you have according to them, and they call it luck, especially if they're not really believers, it comes upon them. Whatever makes money to stick to you, it comes upon them. So that's why it's dangerous. You must be sensitive. That is why sometimes if you don't feel like giving somebody money, it's not a sin. Sometimes God is guiding you. He knows if the intentions are evil. Sometimes you may feel like picking it up. Yeah, it might work. The bottom line is to be careful. I pray for you. Let your discernment when it comes to financial matters be sharpened. I pray that God guide you and not fall into any trap. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. And of course, that's all I had. My details on the comment section below. See you next time.